ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about um, The Brave and the Bold. The world was announced as The Brave and the Bold by Mr. James Gunn on the DCU side of things over there in Warner Brothers Discovery, or what the heck they call themselves now. You know, it's it's very interesting what's going on over there. But shed some
Yeah.
light on us. What's going on with this Brave and the Bold thing? I mean, is it even a thing?
It's a thing apparently.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck's not directing it. James Gunn just.
Sorry, let's rub a Santo bat flick here. I have here. I have him
Oh,
here on
there
the
you
side
go.
there.
There
Yeah,
you go.
I
Awesome as
guess
that.
let's rub him for good luck. Shout
There
out to
you
Sil from Sil's video YouTube channel. Sell the Snyderverse to Netflix.
Yeah.
Hashtag whatever the hashtag is now. I don't even know.
But so Brave and the Bold is indeed happening. It's not happening with Ben Affleck though in any way, shape, or form. James Gunn just flat out lied and said that Ben Affleck's interested in directing for me, and Ben Affleck goes, absolutely not.
That's wild, man. That's wild. Like I don't understand. I don't understand why it would be so coy on something public, like a public forum like that, and then
Yeah,
and it even open up the possibility of him getting shot down.
which is funny because he likes to shoot people down. Now he could take a taste of his own medicine there.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and Gunn is trying to get all the Snyder people on board with him. You don't do it by getting rid of Henry Cavill. Like,
Wow.
and so, the Brave and the Bold. Now there is a rumor going around, and I can't pronounce this guy's name. And every time I say his name on Syllabdul's channel,
Yeah.
I just call him Andy Machine Gun.
Andy
Okay,
Machine Gun.
he's the director
Andy
of the.
Muschietti.
Yeah, I have problems
Okay,
pronouncing.
he did a Flash movie, which we're
Yeah,
expecting this year.
yeah, Andy Machine Gun just sounds better.
Yeah,
So
Muschietti.
just
Yeah.
there's a rumor going around that he's gonna direct the Brave and the Bold. Um, I spoke with some insiders today who said that he has not signed to direct this movie at all.
Wow.
Um, that the movie that he wants to direct is New Frontier, which
Okay.
is the Justice League
Yeah.
by Darwin Cook. See, now I love that graphic novel. I think it's classic by Darwin Cook.
Right.
Here's my problem with it, man. I don't think the story was that great.
No, it's
I think,
not. I've seen the animated
yeah,
movie
sorry not,
version of
yeah,
that, which was
yeah,
very good fun.
it's
But it's not
fun.
a super awesome story.
No,
It's not better than, I don't know.
yeah, I
It's
mean,
kind of dated. It's very World War
it,
One, isn't it?
it's well, yeah, it's very dated, and it's not as good as Grant Morrison's Justice League stories, right? I mean,
Right.
definitely not Snyderverse either.
Hmm.
Um, that works as a comic book, but do I really want to see this as a movie? Will it connect to the general audience? Okay, what made New Frontier so appealing is that if you're familiar with Silver Age DC,
Right.
it has that nostalgic, sentimental pull to it.
Hmm.
A lot of that is because Darwin Cook's artwork made that thing work. You know, um, I'm just afraid that if we see this in live action, it's gonna look dated and a little bit cheesy. Um, and so I'm torn about New Frontier, but apparently Andy Machine Gun that's what he wants to do. I don't think he's gonna do Brave and the Bubbles. We'll see.
So
Um, yeah.
I have an aside about Andy Machine Gun, or Andy Muschietti. Um, he was attached long ago to my one of my favorite IPs, which you already know, Mikey, is Robotech Macross. Remember
Oh,
back in the
yes.
day,
Oh my God, you're right.
a long
Forgot
time
about
ago, way
that.
before this Flash stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Literally probably fresh off of it. He was
yeah.
attached to the
That's
Robotech
right. That's
idea,
right.
and he was quoted in Spanish because he is Argentinian,
Yeah.
and because I'm Puerto Rican, I can read Spanish. I was
Okay.
able to read some of these interviews, and they did ask him about Robotech, and he said a loose, of course, is a loose translation of what I remember, that he didn't want to touch that he wanted to touch it. He's very passionate about it. He's a fan of it, but he was
Mm-hmm.
afraid to because it's not. It's there's a bunch of legal problems with studios in Japan, with the
Mm.
people who own here at that time before they just recently came with a deal, to share it or whatever recently, and that it's just not it's not mainstream. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
it's going to be very hard to sell that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That was
yeah,
his pretty much his response to that, and it was not a good look for any future project for that. But going back to talking about the man, the director, it just seems like I don't know why he would take a chance on something that's the brave and the bold. Like, he seems like he's very cautious about
yeah,
the projects he picks, especially when they're IP. You know what I mean?
yeah. And what I was told about the Brave and the Bold is that Batman is gonna take a back seat. Um, that Damian Wayne, it's really Damian
So
Wayne's
it's gonna be
movie.
Batman's gonna be a supporting character in the Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was told.
It's like
Um,
I feel like there's something else like that. Like the Suicide Squad.
yeah, yeah, you're right,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah. I
And
mean,
what it basically is it's kick ass. Nicolas Cage was the Batman figure in Kick Ass,
yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Um, so a couple of things I've been hearing about the Brave and the Bold don't sound too promising, and um, like they want to distinguish it from Matt Reeves' Batman.
Right.
So what I was told is that it's gonna have a lighter tone
Yeah.
because they want to differentiate itself
Is this the
from.
Clooney movie? Is this the Clooney movie, Mikey? Just tell us. Just tell us it's the Clooney movie.
Could it be that bad?
Could it be
Could
that
it be?
bad? It
I
could
mean,
be. I'll take it if it's all comedy. I'll take it. I don't mind Clooney as Batman again if it's all comedy.
well, Clooney's in the Flash,
Yeah.
so there you go.
We're expecting that. The whole community is expecting that scoop to become true.
It's
Okay, Mikey?
become true.
If
Yeah.
that scoop is not true, Mikey, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, it's just a little scoop, so I just grabbed it
Yeah,
from.
it's his scoop. So the fandom knows. The fandom's waiting for Clooney.
We're
If
all,
Clooney's not in the end of that movie, it's definitely a hit job on Syl.
no,
I'm calling it right now. From James Gunn, it's a hit job on Syl. He singled him out for a false scoop. I'm
I
calling it
will
now if it doesn't happen.
I will say this though, Clooney has denied it. Like
Yeah,
it means anything these days, but
yeah, that could mean anything. Yeah,
but he said
I'll
no.
deny anything for a fat check.
Yeah, exactly. He said he wasn't asked to be in there. Okay, well,
Yeah.
we'll see. Yeah, the NDA, non-disclosure
Mhm.
agreement you had to
Yeah,
sign
yeah,
there, so I
yeah.
know all about those. But
Sock says, "Is the Brave and the Robin?" Yeah.
you know what
Everyone
sucks?
else is brave
Yeah,
except for Robin.
pretty much. Um, I don't know, man. You know,
It's the Titans.
yeah, well, that's coming too. But but I've been a brave. Look, I've been reading the Brave and Bold comic book since the late 70s. One of the
Hmm.
first comic books I ever bought was Batman and Plastic Man, Brave and the Bold,
Yeah,
back in '78,
yeah,
and I
and those are
never.
fun. I get
They're
it. He wants
fun,
to make fun superhero movies. Okay.
but I just don't think that for the general public though. A Batman movie without Batman in the title, first of all,
Yeah.
you're like, huh? With Damian Wayne as the lead. I don't know, man. Just not feeling confident in this thing.
I don't know.
Um,
I'm kind of afraid for it. I'm afraid for it all.
yeah.
Everything DC. I'm afraid for it.
I mean, they're kind of painting themselves into a corner because they have Matt Reeves already,
Hmm.
and he doesn't want to be in the DCU playground,
Right.
especially now. I don't know
He's
why.
literally got. He's like the Sony of DC.
There you go. Totally,
he's got
totally.
the stranglehold on Batman. They're afraid to like wrest it out of his hands because of whatever. I don't know. I mean, did the Batman make that much money?
Yeah, it made about 800 million. I think. It sucks if you can drop a.
I like that movie till the end.
Um, did it take me like 5 months to finish it?
Wow. I just don't like the end. I don't.
Oh, the
The
whole
the
the
end
quick.
is not. That's not Batman. Batman doesn't stand around and
Uh,
panic. You know
no,
what I
he
mean?
does not. Never.
Yeah.
And I,
You know.
uh,
And I get it. He's learning, right? But okay, the learning time's over. You figured out the caper. It's time to go into action. It's time to be Batman. Do Batman stuff. You know?
and you know what though? I'll say this.
Yeah.
Um, the Batman actually influenced one of the characters in Dreamwalker
Oh,
because
okay.
in the wrong way though, in an insulting way,
Mm,
um, because everybody was hyping up how disturbing the Riddler was, right?
right.
The Riddler is scary, all this, and I'm watching the movie, and it's like he's not that scary. I mean, there's that one cool scene where that was in the trailer actually.
Right.
But other than that, it's just he's garbage man. You know what I mean? So I was like, I can write a character that's creepier and more scary than this, and I wrote Socks. Socks Bulletins is he's a
Mm-hmm.
character called Socks
Ah, nice.
in Dreamwalker, and he's a necrophilia fetishist.
Okay.
He collects socks from dead people.
Ooh,
I
that's
think
pretty
that's
nasty.
much creepier than the Riddler in the Batman. Sorry, man. Sorry, Matt Reeves, but it just doesn't creep me out enough.
Yeah.
I will say this, in all honesty, that penguin footage they showed that looks good. That looks quite good. Like
It looks cool.
I had no expectations for that. I'm like, penguin. Okay, now that okay, I'll give him that. Maybe, maybe my problem with the Batman is the Batman himself. Like,
Yeah. I don't know.
I just
I like I said
had
that the end was cool. It was all right until he figured out the caper and then was like, oh wait, it's too late. No, it's not too late. Do Batman stuff. You know?
the whole thing
Go.
with the flood.
Yeah, he was like
Yeah.
just standing around watching the whole city get flooded. Like, let's go, guys. Come on, let's go. Batman to the rescue. Come on. You know? And he's still looking around in panic for like another whole 5 minutes. But
I will
whatever.
tell you though, seeing Keaton again in the Flash, it stirred up some nostalgia in me. I had no idea I still
Yeah.
had. I really got sentimental seeing Keaton again.
Really? Okay. I thought
Uh,
I was a real big, like when the first Batman 1989 movie
oh my
came out.
god.
Like man, I had the comic book adaptation, which I can't
Yeah.
find for the life of me anymore,
Uh
and
huh.
that really irks me. But I had the comic book adaptation. Or actually, I think I found one in a pawn shop the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Or not the one that I wanted, the one that was like the graphic novel comic book adaptation. That was the one that I used to have, and I can't find it for the life of me anymore. But I had that. I had the Prince soundtrack. The Prince soundtrack was epic.
Oh, it was
Yeah, I
totally,
think
totally.
the Prince soundtrack was like life changing. You know what I mean? It was like Prince is
Yeah.
doing the soundtrack for the Batman movie. You know what I mean? Like it was
Yeah.
like a big deal. Like Mikey used to write about music and other pop culture. So
Oh hell
that was
yeah,
a
yeah.
big deal when Prince said he announced that he was doing the score for the Batman or not or the music for the Batman,
Yeah.
music inspired by the Batman. There was the score movie, which was the Batman music,
Yeah, Danny
the
Elfman.
Danny
Yeah.
Elfman music, and then there was the Prince music, and it was a combination of both soundtracks in the movie. Like that was like,
We basically had Oingo Boingo
yeah,
and Prince.
yeah. I mean,
How
yeah,
cool is
yeah.
that?
I
Yeah.
mean, come on, you know,
No,
I
I
never
saw.
rub a ram's rhubarb. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Jack Nicholson
exactly,
is the
exactly.
Joker.
What this
Like
town
all
needs an enema.
you could quote Jack Nicholson's Joker all day today.
Oh hell yeah! Oh
Yeah,
hell yeah! And um, a little side story on Michael Keaton's Batman film. Tim Burton was just great.
yeah.
Um, when I heard that Tim Burton was directing Batman, and I hadn't seen. Well, I saw Pee Wee's Big Adventure. I saw that one, which he did.
Mm-hmm.
But then a friend showed me Frankenweenie, and I'm like, oh my god, what a perfect director for Batman! A little gothic and everything, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When that trailer hit, I just lost my shit.
Yeah.
I lost my shit, man.
It was
And
a big deal, man. It was a big deal. It was a
little
big deal
side
that
story,
movie.
but um, I moved to the Philippines in '84. I quit comic books. I was reading comics from '78 to '84.
Mm-hmm.
I had to quit because I couldn't find any over there, right?
Right.
So I got into alternative music and new wave and punk and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I lost sight of comic books. I just couldn't find them. Um, so I came back to the States, '87, and I felt so detached from comic books. I mean, there's the comic book stores here, but
Right.
I didn't pick any of them up. Like I discovered Todd McFarlane through my nephew who had a Todd McFarlane Spider-Man. Like, this art is fantastic, right?
Yeah.
But you know what got me back into comic books, Speedy? I saw the trailer for Batman.
Yeah. That did it, huh?
I did it. It's like, okay, where's the comic book store?
And
You
I think
know?
I think even the Dark Knight Returns was coming out around the same time as that Batman movie too, right? I don't know
But
what was first.
no, Dark Knight Returns was first. Like came out in
Okay,
80,
okay, okay,
86.
okay, okay, okay. All right,
But
but
Dark Knight
definitely like
Returns,
in that 5 year span, like it was
it
a
is.
renaissance of Batman stories
It was, yeah,
and
right after the Killing
leading up
Joke.
to the movie, like
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
Dark Knight Returns influenced
hmm
Tim Burton's Batman.
yeah. Even year one, I think year one was like
Year one, yeah.
yeah, year one was in that during
86.
that time. Yeah,
Yep.
86. Yep.
Yeah.
Year one and Dark Knight Returns. I mean, it was like you know who wasn't a Batman fan at that time and reading
Oh yeah,
books. Yeah.
totally. So '89 when I saw the
hmm
trailer, I went and bought Dark Knight Returns, which I missed. And I love Frank Miller because I was reading Daredevil when I was a kid. Blew me away. I'm like, holy shit, is
hmm
awesome.
hmm
And I bought Year One, which I loved. And most importantly, I read The Killing Joke, which just blew me away.
Yeah.
Um, and so Batman Mania, the people who weren't alive back then, you guys have no idea how huge
It
Batmania
was,
was
man.
in
It
'89. It
was
was huge.
humongous.
Everybody had Batman shirts on
hmm
and
hmm
everything.
Yeah.
Um, you had billboards with a bat signal.
Yeah. The Flash is just gonna make money just because Michael Keaton's there. That's it. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Michael Keaton.
it's just gonna
Yeah,
make a B. It's probably gonna be the only close to a B movie that Warner Brothers gets. Definitely.
yeah. It will. It's gonna get a billion. I mean, the reviews gonna be through the roof, but the
Oh
social
yeah, The Last
engagement.
Crusade was also in 1989 as well. I
Yeah,
love that
yeah.
movie so
I love
much.
that film.
Yeah.
So did The Abyss came out too. James Cameron's The
Ah,
Abyss
okay, okay.
came out '89. It was a good year.
Yeah, it was a good year. It was a good year. But
Yeah, so
let's
Bury the Bulls,
mm.
I'm iffy about. We'll see. I got a bomb for you.
Oh my goodness, dropping them bombs. The bombs are just going off. I don't know if they could take it anymore, Mikey.
Yeah, but this more a stink bomb though.
Oh, it's bourbon.
Bourbon.
Ah, bourbon.
Well, since we're talking about DC, might as well
I guess.
bring this up.
Oh, jeez.
Um, yeah, I am hearing some gossip that Crypto will be in Superman Legacy, and he's a talking dog. Can you handle a talking dog? Superman
A
Legacy.
talking dog. But Crypto doesn't talk in the comic book.
Well, he's gonna talk in the movie.
No.
So basically,
No.
what I'm hearing is that this will be the DCU's the DCU's Rocket Raccoon. You know, talking talking crypto.
Wow.
Yeah. So there you go. There
No.
you go. this is this
Oh
is just
man.
oh man, yeah.
But you know that's League of Super Pets thing. I mean, I should have been the test subject for that, right?
Yeah, this is James Gunn's version,
Come on, James.
Like,
You know, I disclaimer. I really love the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
I did too. I did too.
And I love that soundtrack. I even made a mixtape of the songs that were on that soundtrack
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I was so hyped up. I love that comic book first off,
yeah.
so I was so big on. I was like, oh my god, they're really gonna try and do this in a movie. And I was like, I don't even know if they're gonna be able to do this. It's probably one of the movies that I probably only like. You know what I mean? And I was just so happy that everyone accepted it. And
I
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was okay. It was good. It was all right.
yeah.
But I don't know what's going on with James Gunn lately, man.
I still have an unopened cassette of that Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack.
Yeah, I gotta I did my own mix of it. So
Oh wow, awesome.
it's probably on my Mixcloud, it's probably on my DJ YouTube channel, which is just Speedy Junior.
Yeah.
And I just did like I found like a bunch of EDM remixes of the same songs that are on the soundtrack and made my own mix. And you know, I did also for part two too. Yeah.
Well, the tracking for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is
Hmm.
130 million,
Yeah.
which is lower than Volume 2.
Right.
Um, and what I've been noticing is like we ran an article about how Snell sell ZSJL to Netflix
Right.
is getting more
More
tweets,
buzz. More tweet.
more than Volume 3. And I thought, well, that's unusual, right? You would think that Volume 3 is just a month away. We get more hype by now. Um, I don't know how well this film will do. I'm sure it'll make a profit, but
Sure, it'll be
uh,
fine. I
it's
didn't
just really
dislike
yeah.
I didn't dislike Peacemaker. You know, I could have thought that the Suicide Squad was alright. I didn't like the choices he made, but I thought it was
Yeah,
okay at the end of the day. But
we'll
we'll
see.
see.
We'll see. Because I haven't felt the buzz, with Geekosity. We run articles on what's hot,
Hmm.
and just it hasn't caught fire, dude.
Yeah,
Even with Adam Warlock, it just hasn't really caught fire. In fact, the Flash has caught fire.
yeah. I think there's more buzz people talking about the Marvels right now from that one trailer than
Oh
than
God, that looks
Guardians.
awesome. That
Yeah,
looks awesome. I
yeah, and
mean,
they're talking about the like there's problems on set and all kinds of stuff. It doesn't look
yeah,
like that in
yeah,
the trailer.
yeah. And Socks, I did enjoy the holiday special. That was good.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was
It
it
was
wasn't
all right.
spectacular, but it was for what it was.
It was
I mean,
all
it's not
right.
it's not it's not Werewolf by Night.
No, it's not. We'll find that is awesome.
That was the
Yeah,
bomb,
that was
man.
great. That was a good time. Like that's like, man, why can't we make more stuff like this?